Good morning, everyone. A warm welcome. Good morning, good evening. Happy to see you all. Today, we are, hope I'm audible. I didn't have time to check it. Thank you. Yeah, we are in this seventh week learning about our thoughts. Our thoughts. When we talk about our thoughts, Bhavtar Babaji says many things in this book which will make us lead our life in a very happy and effortlessly joyful, connecting to our God qualities. So, this correcting thoughts, as Mahavtar Babaji says, we have we are having the God qualities sometimes hiding behind our emotions. So when we have thoughts which are more a sort of illusions, then we have those emotions, or otherwise where we feel bad, where we have that feeling of dullness, weakness, criticism. For example, excuse me, we the scientists conducted an experiment where a person was made to sit with a partition and one hand on the table, the other hand, excuse me, other hand behind a partition. They placed a synthetic hand in front in place of the right hand. And so whenever, just like this, the synthetic hand and the right hand. So whenever they put a feather, just wrapped a feather, excuse me, whenever they rub a feather on the synthetic hand, the right hand, the original hand, used to feel it. When they pinched the right hand, so that it had the same sensation. And when the synthetic hand, the artificial hand, was given a blow, immediately the right hand, the original hand, felt it, because the person was in that illusion that was the artificial hand was his hand. The similar way, when we take this physical body as a tool to experience the light, the emotions, the experiences of the daily life, we get caught up so much in the illusions. We feel that is what we are, that is the thoughts. So, the basic thing is we all know we are coming here for an experience, and we we deviate from that God qualities, and we get caught up in that experience so much that we forget that we are experiencing. We got up, we judge, just like the synthetic hand. After we come here, when we were in that God qualities in the upper realms, where in our consciousness it's that upper realms, we'll be very pure. We'll accept, oh, I'll go to this parents, or that I'll choose a partner where I will not get love, and I'll show to be unconditionally joyful and love. But after coming here, we forget that. We have that layers of judgment, our own perseverance, like how we perceive the world, the vibrations of others, the family, environment. So everything forms as a layer, and we start feeling that dense energy. And Babaji so beautifully have given this level one. First, observe. Here, what he's asking us to do, correct our thoughts. So, how we correct our thoughts? Initially, we may think that our thoughts are coming from our mind, our subconscious mind. When we correct our understanding, our thoughts will be cleared, our thoughts will be corrected. Suppose when we have an understanding that 5 o'clock my kid will come. Okay. So as soon as the bell rings, my immediate understanding will be, or the thought will be, my kid will be there. At, at the night, 2 o'clock, if the bell rings, how many places our thoughts will go? Because we don't know. We don't know what it is, who it may be. Similarly, when we don't have a proper understanding of life, what we do, we judge, we put a layer of our perceive like perception, we put the layer of someone's energy. Someone energy may also accept that situation. And for ladies, it depends on the hormone, on the monthly cycle. So many factors imply, and they act on our thoughts. It is not just our thoughts. So, what the best we can do is we can have a clear understanding. First thing, when before we think of others or think of any situation, first understand that everyone is having their own life, own soul journey, and everyone is trying their best to lead their life to the maximum potential as per their understanding. The point is their understanding, just like our understanding. So, Babaji here is asking us to correct our thoughts. As we are having that God qualities in us, whenever we deviate, that is when we are having, we are creating such experiences. That experiences, it comes from our thought, either consciously, subconsciously, or somewhere it could be in a very right moment, a short thought also. So if you check the book, Babaji has beautifully given correcting the thoughts, and prior to that, what are the influences we have, how we can eliminate that influence, and going back to the root, if we stick to that God qualities, automatically our understanding and the way we see the world and way we see ourselves will also change. So every chapter in this unified course is connected and always turns us back to the basic. Be with the God qualities. That's the key. And once we understand it, it's very beautiful. It could be as very simple. We sometimes we don't even know. Um, like, let me share my personal experience. Mm, When I went, like, I happened to meet my friend, a family friend, and I had to stay there for 2 days with family. There, because of different situations, the person there was trying to explain each and every action, whether it could be buying or like prolonged explanations for the actions. So one day I was nodding head, second day I was nodding head, yeah, yeah, right, right. And third day I got like, why? And I tried to correct. And the moment I tried to correct, that The other person was not in a position to receive it. Immediately, I stopped. Done. And I saw the significant difference in the other person's behavior. Though I was normal back, it wasn't normal. The other person behavior changed, and the explanation continued in a very different way, pointing me out. Okay, I understood. I released, like I came. After that also, I had the thoughts of that person. And one day, after coming here, I had the thought of the person. I just hushed it off. And one day I had the stuffy nose, and I had the thought of the person. Then I came back to awareness. That doesn't happen normally. Why? Because in everything, even if I had the stuffy nose and I was remembering that person, the conversation, that means maybe I'm hushing it out. Or maybe I left it. But the other person is still holding it and mentally having the conversation with me. That is what is connecting me. Then I sat, I cleared my aura, I cut what the thoughts were, and then I asked Babaji, like I sat in meditation, and what gave me this experience? We'll leave the learning of the other person. My learning here is when I was nodding head for 2 days, the third day, I judged the person. Even I'm not perfect, right? I judged, I tried, and then I came back. That moment of judgment led me that experience. It could be like later I understood, okay? But before understanding, I judged that person. Without judgment, also, I can understand. But yeah, so that was my learning. So when we correct, each and everything has an implication. Babaji, when he says to clear aura, when he says to ask for correcting the thoughts, better understand from the core, understand people, understand situations, then our thought itself will not drive us there. Is what I understand, or like what I feel about Babaji's course and the way he's treating. And I strongly feel the core is being the God qualities. Read into it. Get back to your core of God qualities. It will set things right. So, masters, let's um, let's go for meditation. So, sit in a very comfortable posture. I'm audible, or is the volume okay? Or do I have to increase it?
We are unable to hear them sound, and
Oh,
music sound.
are you able to hear now?
No, we can
We
hear
are
only.
able to hear.
We can hear.
Right, you can.
Okay, thank you.
Cannot hear the music though.
That
It is audible. It is audible.
No, it is audible.
okay.
If
So, whoever is not able to hear the music, no problem. Hear my voice and focus on your breath. Calm down and comfortably sit in your posture, allowing yourself to come into this present moment. Take a deep breath. Slowly release. Take one more deep breath. Slowly inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath, leaving all thoughts behind. Exhale. Bringing all the attention to the now. Constantly observe your breath. Relaxing your forehead, your entire face, and the back of the head. Let your shoulders drop to give you comfort of relaxing. Allow your chest, your heart to be in this present moment. Withdrawing from all the thoughts or anything which invites your attention. Release everything and focus on your heart. How beautifully rhythmically the air flows as you breathe, how your body flows. Your heart filling it, filling this beautiful air, and your body allowing it to, the beautiful air to flow. Just observe your body, your heart, upper torso. Your breathing happens naturally, and your body follows it. Every part. The natural harmony our body has. Relaxing your stomach. Your hips, thighs, the shin and calf muscles, and your feet. Clean your aura masters. All uninvited influences in my aura. send love and light. You are each whole and healed. You are each created as love and light. You are still love and light. You each feel no pain, and you're not afraid. You each have a perfect place to go. Ask your higher self to take you now. Lock your aura, masters, and send love and light to the thoughts around you. After you have locked your aura, heartfully connect with your higher self. Connect to Mahavtar Babaji's consciousness. Connect to the God qualities, masters. Feel the love of the God in you. Completely accept your divinity the wisdom you gained not only from this life, from many lives. We have experienced love, hatred, joy, sorrow, and now with those experiences, we can see the situations and happenings just as an observer. Connect to that wise quality in you who had already experienced and has the ability to see the situations as an observer. We have answers for all situations, masters, as we are the thought, the God thought, which created this universe. Leave the barriers and connect to that God qualities of unconditional, boundless, fearless, the eternal, consciousness we are. The all-knowing being we are. Our true self knows that every situation we are facing is a learning, an opportunity to learn. Connect to that quality, masters. To transcend and see beyond. With love, connect with your higher self. And ask for confirmation. Let your higher self give yes or no signal.
لا.
You may ask your higher self for the thought you need correction now, or you may ask why you had an experience, or the thoughts that gave you an experience. Ask only one thing, Master, either the correcting thought or the thought which gave you an experience. Enter your heart and be aware, Masters. Those who are not able to hear the music, keep focusing on your breath whenever you feel deviated. Do not allow your mind to wander, masters. Conversation with your higher self, masters. Once you get the thought to be corrected, you can choose to ask help how to correct your thought, what practices you can do. Try having conversation with your higher self, masters. Ask and wait for the answer. Trust that your higher self will give you the reply. Be in awareness, masters. Don't drift away with your thoughts. Gently guide your attention towards your breath. Whenever you feel deviated, and just observe. Be aware and remember the answer from your higher self. If your higher self is showing you some other thing other than your erroneous thought, go ahead. Go with the guidance of your higher self, masters. Last 2 more minutes, masters. Allow the energy to flow through your entire body. Thank you, higher self, for giving you the wisdom and for the guidance. Thank the Divine Masters. Gratitude. Gratitude to Mahavtar Babaji and the author. Gratitude to the entire group of Unified. all the beautiful souls who share their wisdom. Take a deep breath. And exhale slowly, coming back to this body's consciousness, awareness. Lock your hands and place them on your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Open your eyes with a great smile, Masters. Thank you all for joining. And thanks for this meditation, group meditation. Anyone wants to share your experience, or shall we? Thank you all. Do we have wisdom sharing session now? Chandra sir, if you're here.
Today is still a working day?
I've seen I've seen the message that you would be taking a wisdom sharing session now.
No, I'm ready anytime.
Okay.
But how much time will I have?
Sorry, I didn't discuss about that. I thought it is after unified.
Correct, it is.
Today is a working day, sir.
I know, that's the reason why I asked. Because once I get a mic, I lose myself. No?
No problem. Because your wisdom is so high. I know greatly, we are deeply having gratitude for you, the wisdom you share in the group and all the
Come on,
sessions.
I mean, it's not that. Okay, anyway, let's see how much we can cover.
Let's have this live going on, Andy. Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Can
Please
I
go ahead,
share
sir.
something or?
Yes. Can you make him co-host, Andy? Yes.
Starting share will stop other participants' computer sound.
Yes, sir.
Is that
You
okay?
can share. Yes.
Okay. Is that true? Okay. So today, I don't want to make it detailed. I want to make it small because it is still a working day, right? I mean, what do I propose in this wisdom-related session? I'm going to show you the big picture. The objective of what I have in mind, okay? Sudhakar had given some nice terms. He had said God, he had said higher self, doer in the body. I mean, not doer, he said doer. Then I have added a couple of things. Oh, This is not working. Okay, one sec. Just give me a minute. Did I? One sec. Where is that? Just give me 1 minute. Huh? All these need to go. I'd actually created one clickable file for you people. Is this picture? Okay, let me do one. Yeah. Okay. You can see the screen still, right? So what he listed was the universe, the higher self, doer in the body, God, what is ascension, karma, and purpose of life. But I created a picture, an integrated picture, which will take us through the universe and its purpose. The universe also has a purpose, just like we have a purpose of life, the universe has its own purpose. In that I have defined God as all that is. Right? The source, in other words. That's what we hear in Unified. Its ascension. What are the dimensions in the universe? Because we need to understand what these dimensions are. Because as we expand, as our consciousness expands, we find that we are present in all those dimensions. And how that dimension influences the physical body. Right? Then I'm going to talk about the soul cosmology, because higher self and the doer or the soul in the body, the embodied soul, are interrelated, and one is the reflection of the other. Then what is this game that is played on the planet Earth? It's known as the game of separation. Then we are going to talk about purpose of life, which consists of 35 divine lessons. What is the role of karma in the whole thing? And how can we leverage this practice of unified meditation, whatever lessons we are getting? Right? Eventually, the objective is utilizing all these, we progress into the 5D. What is that? 5D is our life, living as we are. There's no change that we have to do, except instead of living in separation, we start living in oneness. That's the overall picture I have in mind. Today, I may probably be repeating one of the earlier sessions that I did, so that those who might have missed are introduced to the foundation of this entire game plan. This is what I have in mind. Is that okay? Or do you people have any other requests so that I can prepare myself to add those elements as well as we progress? And my sessions are not going to be lectures. My sessions have to be interactive. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Only listening? No, not possible.
Chandra sir, good morning. This is Sheila.
Yeah, Sheila.
If in these sessions, one of the days, can you please also cover the 12 dimensions? Or
They
are we
are
doing
going
in
to
phase?
be.
Okay.
No, we are anyway doing it. You
Okay.
see the universe dimensions. What are the 12 dimensions?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will
We
be
can.
covering that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Anyone? Yeah, Kirti ma'am, you are saying something?
Sir, are we going to are you going to cover unified chakra also, sir?
Unified chakra, there's a lot of homework in terms of pooling our resources.
Okay.
Yes, but it may not be in this because I have got a hard stop on Wednesday. So I was requesting Sudhakar that in this scheme of things, once our 8-week review is over, I am proposing to have practical sessions around this ascension for the 3 weeks that we have.
Oh, that would be amazing, sir.
And
What do you
it's
mean by
going to be
practical?
based on, pardon? What is that, ma'am?
Sir, what do you mean by practical sessions, sir?
Okay. See, the entire objective of what we have learned is to reinvent ourselves, right? And anyway, if we are not ready and participating in the ascension that is happening all around you, we are going to be the losers. So how do we play this renewed game of separation, which is slowly unifying? Like you have developed an association today with your higher self. But how are you going to utilize it for your improvement? It's not just that we do the meditation and we forget it. We can't do that. We have done certain things in terms of establishing connectivity with our higher self. Now, higher self has got a view of our life yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We have come here with a specific purpose. The definition of karma is undergoing a change. So how are we going to leverage all this? So those, in terms of practically taking a few leaves from a couple of books by Saint Germain, Maureen Saint Germain, who is a channeler of progression and improvement in the universe. So how do we leverage that? Those are the practical sessions that I'm talking about. That means we revisit our life till date. We have committed a number of mistakes, many knowingly, many unknowingly. And these have created impressions which are all around us, which is what you are doing. See, one thing you are doing is we are anyway utilizing the art of protecting our aura. Okay. So all these principles that we have learned, how can we apply it on ourselves for the progression is the overall idea. So the foundation in terms of what are these 12 dimensions? How do these 12 dimensions influence us today? They do influence us because we are sitting in those particles. We are beyond this physical body, existing in bits and pieces everywhere. Even on the physical earth, we have got Annamaya Kosha, we have got Pranamaya Kosha, we have got Manomaya Kosha, we have got Vijnanamaya Kosha, we have got Anandamaya Kosha, and so on. Then you have got Nirvanamaya Kosha, which is your spiritual part. Just like our body is a community of close to 100 plus trillion cells working together. How can we, being on this earth, exploit the connectivity with our overself or the higher self, who is almost on the 11th dimension? Okay. Now, let us say I am sick today. Why am I sick? How can my higher self rewrite my plan, which I implement while I am on this earth to overcome the challenge? I'm going to invite a number of challenges, right? Some we have learned, some are going to be driven by our, like you are saying, right? I mean, in Babaji's lessons of week 7, he said, we create our thoughts. God has our thoughts. But do we realize that we were those thoughts as part of our higher self, which we have come down, and we are living under the influence of this body, the ego mind, and we are thereby creating certain inhibitors in our pathway. So how are we going to overcome? This is the school of thought that I am having. Now, it depends on the audience. If the audience says, sir, that is too much for us, let us talk something else, that will anyway change. That will be just like, I have a plan, but circumstances have changed that plan. And since I have agreed to deliver certain things, I will use the same changed plan and then still deliver. Right. So
Yes.
that's the overall idea I have in mind. And I've got 2 inputs already. Any other input?
The students are ready. That's why you got the thought to teach us all this.
No, I'm not a teacher. Let me be very
Okay.
honest. I am as good as anybody else here. Only thing with a bald head and gray hair. That's the only difference. So this is what I have in mind. And how do we? Come on, what's happening? Oh, this will have to. Where do I disable this? Oh, that should not interrupt us. Oh, you won't allow me to. What the hell is happening with me today? 1 second. Oh no, this is not what I expected. Come on. Okay, doesn't matter.
Fantastically, you have said, sir. So I think once we have done with this session, we will be knowing who we are and then what is around us and why we came here,
Correct.
what we want to do, and then are we in line with the purpose that we came here, and we are not just
Yes.
in the game of separation. We are not just with the mob we are going. So
No,
we wanted to know why
whatever we
we are
have learned, we need to benefit from it also,
benefiting.
right?
Exactly.
Okay.
That will help
So
everyone,
this
sir.
is my backup that is working. Somewhere my net misbehaved. So,
Yep.
okay, that's clear, right?
Yeah, this will help many others who have the thirst for the spiritual journey that they want to go through.
Yeah.
So the things you cover, it'll help many people as well who are not in a position
Okay.
to ask the questions or something,
So,
but still they'll be
right.
getting this knowledge. Thank you.
Okay. So the first thing is, we spoke about 1 sec. We are talking about universe and its purpose. Okay. Now, these concepts are not available in a single book. So, if there are differences of opinion, listen to me, then we will debate the differences of opinions. Okay. Because this is picked up from the various learnings that I have gone through, so I am sharing that. Okay. So, just to repeat, we are starting with the experienced or whatever we know about the Big Bang, but applied to our scenario. What are we interested in? Creation of our planet, the separation of or the structure of the universe that is relevant to our learning, and right, what is our higher self and what is our soul. I'm going to stop only at that today. I don't want to go beyond that because these fundamentals are going to help us pave our way forward. So first thing is, if you look at this diagram in the top blue colored this one, the universe is something that has come out of the Big Bang, the constellation of stars, planets, life, all these things have evolved from that Big Bang theory. Does it mean that the universe did not exist earlier? It has, but we don't know what it was. So no point introducing the debatable components. We will take what is important for us, understanding the concepts and redefining ourselves. So with that in mind, right, the breakaway in the formation of the universe gave out 5 core elements, which in various permutations and combinations became life. The universe has got an atmosphere which can be considered to be formed by means of, right, when the breakaway happened, it can be recomposed or decomposed, whichever it is, into spheres, worlds, planes, states. It is the same combination of the 5 elements, which are the air, water, fire, earth crust, and ether. Various inputs on ether, some say it is empty space. Some say it is a pattern. We will go with the definition of saying that that is a pattern, and all the other elements are utilized in various permutation combinations, which become spheres, worlds, planes, states, and states can also be subdivided further, which is substates. The interesting thing is the names of these components undergo different definitions as we move through spheres, into worlds, into planes, into states, and into substates. Basically, visualize these components, their densities varying, further breakdown of that, the combinations of that, etc. So when it is spheres, it is the sphere of fire, air, water, earth crust. There are only 4 of them. The 5th one is the pattern, the design, that is creating these entities. Okay. Now, when it comes to world, the fire world becomes light world, air becomes life world, water becomes psychic world, and earth becomes the physical world. We are in the physical world. Look at this. The game of separation is starting here itself. Right? Then further separation. Worlds become various components of planes. Noetic plane, which is the fire, which is the light, that is one plane. Then you have what is the mental plane, psychic plane, physical plane. Okay. Now, when you break it down into states, then that becomes the fire is represented by a radiant state, anything that is brilliant is radiating. So that is a radiant state. The air component becomes an airy entity. The water becomes fluid state and the earth becomes the physical state. Further, now radiant state, airy state, fluid state cannot be broken down. So what is happening? The physical state has got compositions which you are calling radiant state, so radiant solid. That means you have broken down the physical entity into further components. Because we don't have the ability to break the radiant state, the airy state, fluid state, but only when it is in the physical state, we are able to break it down into further. What does it mean? It means that the current existing scientific knowledge that is available to us, we are not able to break these three. We are not able to measure any of the contents which are within this, but when it has become a solid, that we are able to break and analyze further. Okay, so we have substates. Radiant becomes radiant solid, because solid is pertaining to the physical world. Then you are taking airy, so it is becoming airy solid. The fluid mixed with physical is becoming fluid solid and solid solid. These are the ones that are getting manipulated, and anything that is on the physical earth is a permutation combination of these substates. So far, any question? Three options: yes, no, all right. You can choose one of them. Okay. Now,
What if there is no question and if I can add something more?
oh,
Then,
definitely, please, please. These are discussions. These are not one way. They are full duple communication.
Mhm. First of all, thank you very much for tabularizing it, which makes it so much easier for us. And I would, from the knowledge that I gathered and my various lessons that I have learned, I feel what you began was just perfect. Only thing is that after the Big Bang, you have to put Purusha. Because
the reason I did not mix the Sanatana components of explanation with the English components is because there is a very, the whether you call it Purusha or any of
creator.
those,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
See, instead of creator, I have said he is the, I am talking the physical science of it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
So
see, I am
that
sorry.
Purusha part will come in. It will come in. Just give me a
Okay, great.
moment.
Yeah,
Okay, it's
no problem.
coming.
Yeah.
Right?
And
First of all,
basically,
understand this.
Yes, yes, I definitely understand it. And
Okay.
thank you. I just wanted to ask you that whether that was missed out. So now you're saying if it is coming, good.
No, it's coming.
Accepted.
It's coming.
Okay.
We are going back to the previous page.
Okay, great.
I'm not skipping that. Here,
Okay,
I am
fine.
establishing the creativity and the composition of each. They are breaking down. Okay. Right?
Beautiful.
Then,
In fact, I like the part where you broke down even the physical, which is radiant solid, airy solid, and fluid solid, and solid solid. So
correct.
the radiant or the brilliant solid and the airy solid, they are formless, and the fluid solid and the solid solid are forms. So I just wanted to know what sits with your understanding on that.
Which one? Come again. I
When you
missed the question.
sorry, when you from the state you explained very nicely the radiant, airy, fluid, and the
Mm.
physical. And the
Correct.
substate, like the physical has a radiant solid, airy solid. That is what I understood from your explanation, and fluid solid
Mm.
and solid
Mm.
solid. So the
Okay.
radiant solid and the airy solid is formless. There is no
Is
form. Formless.
no.
I think
Even
it's
fluid
form.
solid
It
doesn't
is.
have a form. Even
But
this
fluid,
fluid
fluid,
solid will not have a form here.
uh-huh.
Okay, we are not in
But
a position to measure that yet.
okay.
You
But
can
it is
only
something we can touch,
measure.
no? We can touch it, no?
No, that is only if it. Yeah, I mean if it is a solid.
Yeah. But fluid also we
Okay.
can touch, no? Fluid also we can
Yes,
touch.
you can. You can.
Yeah.
You
So,
can.
so I'm just wanting to clarify that also, whether
No, that
radiant
is
solid.
here at the substrate level. When
Yeah.
it is the states, planes, worlds, and spheres, right?
Uh-huh.
In this approach, you don't have the equipment to measure all these because
Okay.
they are
Understood.
all intermingled, which forms your atmosphere.
Agreed. Agreed.
When it
Agreed.
breaks down, that is what it forms, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
for any manifestation, your ability to play around with this permutation combination is an absolute must.
Okay.
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 I will show
Good.
you that also when I
Yeah.
go. Right?
And
So,
let me tell you, I have no clue about Sanatana. I have no clue about, I mean, I have not learned, I have not paid, even, educated myself on that. So I just have understood things and I'm just
no, when you
asking
bring in
questions.
Purusha, without that concept, you will not be able to bring in Purusha.
Okay, I brought in Purusha just as a creator. So it is, that is
No,
the
that is
reason.
coming. That is coming. That is
Yeah,
coming.
yeah.
Wait.
Okay. Yeah.
Patience,
Wait.
madam.
Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to get
Right.
that clear.
Okay.
Right.
Sir,
And
just to
that's
confirm, sir, just to confirm, the substrates radiant solid, airy solid, fluid, we can touch, right? The rest of the
No,
states we
you
cannot.
can touch, but it is only the solid that you can investigate. How did it become a solid? A portion of air, a portion of water, a portion of all these 5 elements have manifested by taking in input from the Akasha or the Akashic or the fifth element, which is the design. All these, which are the radiant solid, airy solid, fluids, exist, but you cannot separate them. Only when it has become a solid, are you having equipment to break them down further in the model that Suni madam raised.
Chandra sir.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Is it in the Sanatana Dharma? I mean, I'm not bringing that, but just is it equal to Panchikarana?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Now, we will not get into these definitions now. Okay. We come back here. Now, these were the elements and all that. But then there was also the universe that was created, wherein life started coming in. So before life came into picture, what was the scenario? Right? The universe has been further subdivided into areas where we say all that is, which is above the realm of intelligence. Because the breakup of that structure, the spiritual component also is taking place here. So you have got intelligence. Intelligence is nothing but the first breakaway from all that is. Suni ma'am, your breakup is coming here. Okay. So the entire universe, the life, etc., in terms of its wanting to break away and know more about itself was the overall game, and the purpose that the universe had was to learn more about itself. So, in this story, in this scheme, envision one area which is we have 4 planes, I said: noetic plane, the airy plane, the fluid plane, and you had the physical plane, correct? Right? So those planes were one structure that is important for the ability to learn more about ourselves. The realm of intelligence is that which is occupied by the first component of breakaway. The reason I am explaining this is later on when we talk about dimensions, these will come into play there. Okay, then we have the next breakaway. You can talk about realm of intelligence to be your first breakaway, all the higher selves, including the group souls. The realm of intelligence is permanently occupied by those evolved close to God universe. As explained in Laws of the Spirit World, the first layer, right? Now, one level below that, next breakaway, is the realm of permanence, which is all the higher selves together in one area. The composition of all that is, in terms of the qualities, the members of the realm of intelligence and the realm of permanence is one and the same. That means they do not have any corruption in their alignment to the divine cause. All their qualities are one and the same, which are the 35 divine qualities. Are you all with me till now?
Both realm of intelligence and permanence are
Thank
same
you.
here. Same here.
Pardon?
Realm of intelligence and permanence are same here. Both.
No, they are not same. The people who are occupying, the souls which are occupying, the entities which are occupying that are of the same composition. Just like if I take the top management of an organization, you
They are
have a
with same
CXO.
motto. Same motto. No
You have a
difference.
CXO. Above that, you have got probably a CEO. The CEO could be depending on the size of or the vastness of the organization. There may be one CEO, or at every department there may be a CEO. Imagine a similar structure. So
Okay.
all that is realm of permanence, realm of intelligence. They all are members of the game for Earth, which is the game of separation. Are you all with me so far?
Yes.
Right. Now, in the realm of permanence, because there are 2 levels of separation, it becomes essential for them to test themselves. Okay. Now, who are the members? I am able to break up the people in the realm of permanence into knower, thinker, doer. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar. They are the triune self. Who is there then in this gray basket? In this beach basket, which we said all that is realm of intelligence, realm of permanence. Right? They are playing the role of knower, thinker, desirer. Look at the fundamental difference. The full complement of doer is desirer. Okay. The one who decides whether to desire or not. The one who decides whether there should be a breakaway or a separation, a new entity in the separation, all that is a proposition of the all that is, which is knower, thinker, desirer. The same thing is replicated here, the same thing is replicated here. But this is the team which is subjected to temptations by the desirer. Are you all with me? Are you able to visualize that?
Yes.
Very good. Right? Now, the members here, the triune self, is the full complement of the higher self. Full complement of the higher self. And the roles that each component in the triune self, that means three together, in a perfectly balanced body, is the composition of these. Perfectly balanced body, that means all 35 desires and feelings are in balance. Because
Chandra sir,
the
1 minute.
difference, yeah.
Chandra sir, there is a question in the group asking, desire for knowing itself is the game. Am I right, sir? Asked by Supriya
Desire for?
Ganji. Knowing itself.
What is that?
Knowing itself.
Where is
Knowing.
that question?
That is the last question Supriya Ganji has said.
Yeah. Supriya Ganji. Supriya ma'am. Desire for knowing itself is the game? No. Not desire to know itself. Can I say that?
So that imbalance between feeling and desire caused the...
Okay, probably I'm getting from a meaning perspective it is, but desire, please use the word desire carefully, because desire in this explanation, the vocabulary desire is a verb, not a noun, not an adjective. Okay. Supriya, have you got? Acha, today is your Maun Rath. Okay. So we will talk about it later. But just imagine that, be very careful, because desire is also qualifying one of the entities, composition. So, right? The need to know yourself better, I will use that word instead of desire. Okay. This messages should be disabled when we have got a discussion like this going on. Either people talk or they don't. Otherwise, this is a distraction. Admin, can you do that, please? Okay. So, now, this triune self, I am calling it Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, because we are used to that terminology, nothing beyond that. There is a creator, there is an administrator, there is a destroyer. So, God is becoming generator, operator, destroyer. Okay. Now, as generator, he needs to have knowledge. He needs to have identity. These are the two qualities that qualifies you as a generator. Those are the two tools on which he can play around and keep on generating, keep on creating. Now, administrator also needs certain tools. His tools are rightness and reason. Where do you think this rightness and reason actually take you? Anybody? You are taking the 35 divine qualities and breaking it down further into knower composition, thinker composition, knower and identity compositions. You are breaking it down into thinker. That means rightness and reason. Because there they do not know the separation at the lowest level. That is, love can be used for nepotism and all those qualities don't exist. So rightness and reason is in terms of alignment to the 35 divine qualities, knowledge of the 35 divine qualities, identity with the 35 divine qualities, and then you come to the third entity, doer. He is the destroyer. Destruction is for recreation. Not recreation, but recreation. Another way to understand that composition is, I don't know how many people have read the Power of Gayatri Mantra, or I don't know what was the title of the book that I posted for people to read, right? In the first chapter, he talks about how Shiva, when his desire or feeling is so powerful that he moves one hair on his body, the disturbance that it causes across the universe is phenomenal. Are you all with me? Right? So that is the power that he has. And what is he controlling? He is controlling the balance of the perfect body, which is holding the triune self together. Okay. Now, what is the intelligence and other people doing in the hierarchy? They are testing the level of balance that is getting maintained here. How can they do that? By triggering either feeling or desire, because that is the only thing. Now here comes Suni ma'am's question, where is Purusha? Prakriti and Purusha is feeling and desire. Got it, Suni ma'am?
Okay, got it.
Right?
Got it.
That's why I said it's coming, wait. And because this defines the balance and quality of the fully balanced body, the custodian of the 35 divine virtues which go into making up the triune self, which is a reflection of the source, is now subjected to degeneration. Why? Because in the test that is conducted, either there is a failure or they continue to remain there. That means next level of separation has come in. Then starts the journey of moving into mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, human kingdom, and spiritual kingdom. Spiritual kingdom is our 5D, where we are supposed to move towards. That's the beginning of the 5th dimension. Till yesterday, I didn't know that for the spiritual kingdom, I also was using the normal letters combination, that is SPIRITUAL, spiritual kingdom. But today, during the meditation, I got the answer that 5D is nothing but the commencement of the spiritual kingdom. Okay? So, now, what is this? Planet Earth was contacted to play the game of separation. So Planet Earth also said, I will participate provided I also ascend. Planet Earth is currently in the mid-astral level as far as the ascension is concerned, and we are still playing around in the 3rd dimension, but we are also progressing with it. Okay. If we take our that Mahachakra or whatever you had, MMS2, right? Maha Meditation Summit or Mega Meditation Summit. If you take the last incident with today's incident, I think the number of people who have moved or realized or found themselves in the journey of spirituality increased. Can I say that?
Yeah, increased. Yep.
No, it
Yes,
increased
increased. Yes.
manifold. It increased manifold. I think because one small hotel was enough to accommodate the people who had come to Dallas. But this time I think they would have had challenges also managing that. Right. So now this separation game to be played has got atmospheres, it has got nature entities, it has got breath, it has got form. All these lead to a journey where the evolution started with mineral, that became plant, that became animal, that became human. How? Minerals and the composition started interacting with each other. That gave rise to the mineral kingdom. That means when you break them further. Tomorrow I will take you through the chakra, wherein this creativity, how it works, how much of it is in our control, how much is it not, etc. We will talk about that. But basically, each of them has got a representation. You don't read the last line because this is more to do with spiritual tablets, because I use the same explanation there also, right? So now the evolution before life was at the individual particle level. That had to be completely purified. So fire goes through the transition of all its compositions, completes one journey, then air joins in, then fire joins in, water joins in, then the earth crust joins in. All these go through the entire cycle of purification before life enters into them. That life, when it enters, right? So breath, and there is a shape, form. This takes that life, and then the actual plant kingdom, animal kingdom, etc. get manifested. Let me stop here, because what is the time? How much time can I take?
So
I
we
have all the
continue
time in the
tomorrow.
world.
I think we can
Pardon?
continue
We'll do it
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I also think. Because that will
But
be a
it's
logical
great,
point.
logical, yeah, right.
Yeah. Any questions from anybody? Or any
Not for me.
questions?
No, no from me.
What are the 35 lessons? I will share it. They are sitting in one of the slides. I will share it as a presentation. Okay? Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Thank you
currently
very
are we in
much for
3D, 4D,
listening
or
to me.
5D, sir? Just
Yeah,
asking.
We are above 3D. We are struggling with how to get away from 3D. That is going to be part of the exercise that we will be doing.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on the progress also. Some people are in 4D already, trying to match with 3D to be normal. Both are
Yeah.
happening.
No. See, if you don't have to go to 4D.
Yeah, that's the
You don't need to.
Yeah.
See, what is 4D? 4D is your emotional state.
Mm.
Majority of the people, they go there, they come back. It is only momentary visit.
Right.
Fifth day, you don't have to really go. You may be in
Same here.
fifth day, but you operate in 3D.
Yeah, finding a
Whenever,
balance.
exactly, right? So, one of the exercises that we have done in the last 7 weeks, if you people really paid attention to, with a question, why am I doing this? Right? You are trying to identify all the blockages which are inhibiting factors for you to completely operate in 5D.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Right? Waking up in 5D talks about this in the prelude itself. And if you talk about the other book that I posted yesterday, which was the 5D self, you will get a lot more clarity.
Okay.
Sir, can you
3D,
please
third
post
dimension. 3D is third dimension, three-dimensional. We have got 12 dimensions, as I explained. That is 3D.
So if
Sir,
if
Third
it's
sir,
3D,
can you
what does
please
it mean?
post? Sir,
Pardon?
can you please post the third and fourth chapter for the 5D Saint Maureen for tomorrow?
I posted the entire book.
Oh, acha. Okay. Because I listened to the audio 1 and 2. That's why I asked.
Yeah, that I gave only 1 and 2 because that is the foundation.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I'm not able to convert. That will take next
Okay.
month because I will exhausted converting so many books. I exhausted all the points I have for the month.
Okay. You'll get it
These
through.
books are really helpful, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
And instead of reading big, bulky books, these short books are giving, it is like
The same knowledge.
it
They are
is.
giving the same knowledge in easier English.
And that's a very good reach. Where the books you're posting, people like me who doesn't touch the bulky books, no, below 200, let me read
this,
Sir,
this is actually wonderful.
we
Yeah.
want to ఇది చెప్పడం కొంచెం డేరే అవుతుంది బట్ we want to contribute to your books library, sir.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I mean,
ఎందుకంటే because we have a lot of
Sukumar
PDFs.
is doing the collection of contributions.
Yeah, we
Could
have a
we
lot
stop
of
the
books.
live?
I don't know
Just
if
ensuring, did we stop the live?